time your team needed it, you were the one to create that momentum play. Just with Evilise out, how would you say you just played tonight with your kind of expanded role and how you embrace that role?
Yeah, I know Eva rebounds really well, both ends of the ball, and she's very efficient around the basket, so we had to make that up somehow. And I wasn't worried about making up for it because I knew next man up, not just me, but we had plenty of others to step up and take that on. But we're excited to have her back whenever she does come back.
You've been shooting the ball really well in the last 2 games. You've had your best shooting nights since since Ohio State. You've had a couple of off nights to begin back play, but you've been able to, keep your confidence up and take those big shots. Just how have you been able to do that?
Yeah, shoot or shoot. I'm in the gym every day working on the shot. Can't make the next one if you don't shoot it, so next shot mentality.
Bit of a difference in the first and second half. I can sense the hostility on the court both ways. In the first, what was said at halftime to allow you guys to come out in the second and eventually come out?
We were walking back into the locker room, and Coach asked me and Cadence where our team was. So we went in the locker room, talked about how it was going to take more. We had to dig a little deeper, and I think we did that. Everyone gives us our best shot in MAC play, so we just have to embrace it and play hard, play tough, all 40.
What kind of confidence does the win like this give you guys, especially knowing Penn State, I believe, was on that 7-game winning streak coming into today, heading into a rivalry this year?
Yeah, Kent State is a great team. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but, BG is always a little personal, so we're excited for that one. Gives us a lot of confidence, but I know they're a tough team too.
Down the stretch, was it more so plays were being designed for you, or was it just feed the hot hand?
I think we called a couple plays where I had opportunities to make decisions, but we just play a style of basketball where we read the defense. I think teammates did a good job putting me in positions, and then I tried to do it right back.
Yeah, you guys struggled a little bit in that third quarter defending, fouling, you got to the line a bunch, but you guys really turned up in that fourth quarter, only 4 turnovers, and you didn't allow a field goal in that last minute for them. Just what was the adjustment defensively in that short period of time between the third and fourth quarter that you guys were really able to clog the paint, especially?
Just stay disciplined. We know that they cannot finish over us if we don't try to foul and block their shot. You know what I'm saying? Just talk and communicate and keep playing hard.
Just as a fun question, at the beginning of the game, what was it like to see all those people in the crowd with those 1,000-point banners?
It was amazing that all the fans came out, had the 1,000 fans, the 1,000 ball. I'm very happy that I did it, but I feel like I know that it took a lot of hard work. My teammates, they look for me, staying in the gym, staying hungry, and just keep being aggressive.
Do you feel like you're fully back to full health yet, or are you still working?
I would say I'm still working, but I feel like I'm getting there, and my teammates and my coaches are helping me get to that 100%.
What kind of adjustments, just from your perspective, do you think allowed you guys to come out knowing how competitive this game was, especially the difference from the first and second half?
Just keep being aggressive, know personnel, know who we are as a team. We like to crash the O-boards. We like to be aggressive on defense, get in the passing lanes, and we just kept doing that.
Coming out on top in such a highly competitive game like this, especially in the final seconds minute, going to rivalry game, what do you think this gives you guys?
This game's going to take a lot of grit, a lot of hunger. We know BG is a great team, but we are a great team too. So we just got to come ready to play and be disciplined.
What a fun basketball game. Two really, really competitive teams. I have so much respect for Kent State and Coach Starkey. And they're deep, they're smart, they're tough, they're skilled. So we knew we were going to have to bring our best effort. And that second half definitely, hopefully, will continue to be more of the dominant version of Toledo that you see.
After that Eastern Michigan loss, you guys have extinguished 2 of the hottest teams in the back right now. I think Ohio won 7-8, and Kent State obviously at 1-4 coming into this game. Just what can you say about your team's ability to respond? You talk about that a lot, but what can you say about just continuing to respond?
Yeah, we talk a lot about responses and stepping up, and Evan's been out, and I thought she was huge for us off the bench tonight. Eva's got some tenderness in that knee right now, so got to be really careful with that, and make sure we protect her long-term health. But it was just next person up tonight, next man up, and I've said since the very beginning this team really likes each other, and sometimes that can be a detriment because they're too nice, and now they love each other. and they love each other enough to say the hard thing and hold each other accountable, and they want that from each other now. And when that stuff starts happening, and we're moving more toward a player-led team, really good things are coming.
I mean, obviously 20 plus turnovers last
Again.
season isn't as super sustainable, but you've been able to pull out the wins in both games. I mean, just what other aspect do you think you've been able to take advantage of to get these type wins?
I mean, rebounding. It's a numbers game, and when you multiply out the possessions, being able to get offensive boards, it hurt us a little bit tonight too. We crashed hard. We need to crash discipline. When we crash undisciplined, that gives Dee a chance to just streak downhill, and she got us 3 or 4 times. What a tremendous player. But we've got to be organized. I didn't like the way we handled their zone defense. They did a really good job. They were prepared for everything we threw at them, so we got to go back to the drawing board on that. But I think our rebounding and our ability to get stops in big moments has been huge for us.
And lastly for me, I mean, just talk about Ella stepping up, especially in a game like this. I mean, with Evilise out for most of the game, she had her best performance arguably since Ohio State. I mean, just talk about her stepping up on both sides of the ball tonight.
I mean, she's a competitor first and foremost, and it's so fun to see all her hard work pay off. And I think, she's just getting started. She's happy to do her role, if it's guarding, if it's rebounding, if it's, screening. But I think, we've got the benefit of having multiple scoring options out there. So she's playing with Casey and Pat, or playing with Faith, Casey, a bunch of different lineups that we can go with, and I think it applies a lot of pressure on the other teams. And so, she's finding her spots. I called that rip drive down the right slot for her, and her eyes got really big. I was like, cook it. But no, she's just really fun. She works incredibly hard, and you can see the respect that her teammates have for her.
Obviously, super highly competitive game, maybe some frustration in the first half there.
Wait, did you notice that?
The second two, you took off your jacket in the second half?
It got hot.
I thought you were just upset and you just needed to throw something.
But from the inside, it's fire. Yeah, no, it was.
And so Ella was saying that at halftime you said to them, or asked them, I believe, where is your team? Can you just expand on what you said to them at halftime and what you meant by that question?
Yeah, I feel like every team, right, there's 2 versions of you, and, you're probably not your absolute best. Like, we played really well at Ohio. We had to, it was necessary, and then we've played not great. We're probably, somewhere around there, but we want to keep moving that end of the spectrum forward and keep growing. And we talked about excellence being, a habit before the game, and then we came out and just had a stinky first half. I thought we lacked energy. I thought we lacked toughness. They were beating us to every loose ball. I thought we lacked execution. And again, credit Kent State. They hit us, and they were ready to go. But that's not the version of us that I expect to show up every night, especially when we've got 4,000 fans here rooting us on, and we're in the hunt right now. At this exact time last year, we were also 5-3. It just feels a little dirtier this year because of the start and losing at Ball State, losing at Miami. But we were 5-3 right now. A year ago, 8 games in, and so we just need to keep fighting. My job is to make sure we put the best product on the floor we possibly can. Their job is to bring their best self and their best selves every single day, and we need to just keep driving forward.
Obviously, gritty win coming down to the final seconds. What does it mean to kind of have this kind of win, especially ahead of a rivalry upcoming this weekend?
Yeah, I think it just gets a little bit of the monkey off the back. We still are. I hate to say it, but we're still a really young team. And you're seeing players in situations that are quite literally unpracticed. They've never been in them before. And we could practice it in practice, but to be in those moments in games, Miriam Diallo is a sophomore, Kendall Carruthers, she was out there last year, but it's a big lift. And so we just need to keep getting better, keep working toward being excellent, practicing those situations as much as we can. But it's fun watching them grow up.
You're big on KYP, and in today's case, it seemed like Kent State just wanted to go to their paint on every possession.
Yeah.
We're really every possession. How do you feel like your team responded defensively to the paint pressure?
We did a pretty good job, and they lead the league in free throws. They're tremendous there, and so we knew that they were going to try to pound it in. I think holding them to 18 is pretty good, and then they honestly helped us a little bit, missing a few, which they normally don't. They're normally like 16 for 18, 17 for 18 from the line. But, they've got that double punch, right? Rissmiller is just really coming along. And then Emery Klatt, she's so efficient down there. So I thought Miriam held her own. I thought Evan came in and gave us some great minutes. But, you can't double because then they're going to spray it. So we figured, we try to hold it down in there, and we got a few more fouls than I'd like, but overall, really good job.
And there was a point in the third quarter, I think it was 3:39 remaining. You said one thing in a timeout, and then the players took ownership in the huddle. I'm curious if that's something usual, or was it just we're struggling, we need you guys to take accountability for what you're doing?
It was that. You hit the nail on the head. It was, I didn't feel like I was getting the response. And, sometimes you just got to give it to them. And, begging, come on. At some point, like, they need to look each other in the eye. And that's what I wanted. I wanted them to look each other in the eye and be like, oh, crap, okay, we got to go. And, I thought that Cadence, and I heard Cadence and Ella start talking, and then all of a sudden Miriam's talking, and then Faith's talking, and then here we go. But just giving them a moment to give each other the energy that they needed from one another. It wasn't tactical at that point. It was really about energy and effort and their connection. And so I just wanted to give them a minute to reconnect.
How excited are you for Saturday?
Tomorrow, I'll get excited. No, I'm excited. I mean, BG's played, we had like opponents, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's a really fun game. It's great for both communities, and I hope we sell this thing out.